Hi, this is Bryan Devore with Devore Realty Group and the Director of the Senior Division of Berkshire Hathaway Home Services, California Properties. And today I'm here with Megan Gallan, and Megan is with Golden Care Home Care. So Megan, I really appreciate you coming and talking to us today about Golden Care. Now, I know a lot of people who I work with in the senior world, they don't necessarily understand what home care is, and a lot of times my clients are asking about home care. Can you shed some light on, generally speaking, what is home care?
So I'm glad you asked me that because people do get confused. A lot of times when people are being discharged from the hospital, for instance, they are given home health care. Home health care is a medical service provided by Medicare and paid by Medicare. Whereas in in-home care, which is what Golden Care is, we're non-medical caregivers. So there's the big difference there. And oftentimes I do have to educate people.
Got it. Yeah, I've heard that a lot before where people, they hear home care and they say, oh, great, then can you do this and this? It's like, no, that's medical. But this is more, I would say, elective, so to speak, as far as, getting the home care. What types of activities do the home caregivers provide for their clients?
Gosh, there's a whole list, and that's an important question as well, because besides actually hand-on caring for the client with showering, bathing, dressing, whatever they need in that regard, medication reminders, we don't handle medication, but we can present the pill box and let them know it's time for their medication. We can also do things like light housekeeping, cooking. If the caregiver's a good cook, that's always a plus. And we can also provide transportation in the caregiver's car or in the client's car.
Got it. Okay, that's wonderful information. Now, Golden Care has been in business for 10 years, and one of the things I like about Golden Care, and you can see it on the website, is you provide a concierge experience. What does that mean?
Well, essentially, when you think of concierge, there's somebody there 24/7, and that is how we provide care for our clients. So they can always reach us 24/7. We have our own staff available, so you're not going to get an answering, voicemail or a, outside vendor helping with calls. It's one of our staff in management and also the staffing team. And the other value to that, besides the client being able to reach us, is that if a caregiver has an emergency, for instance, and can't make their shift, there's somebody on our staff who's going to field that call and right away start looking for replacement caregiver.
Got it. So it sounds like really you are taking care of your clients, not just their care needs, but even the peripheral as far as getting a hold of your company and just being Johnny on the spot and available for them.
Absolutely.
That's fantastic. What areas of the county do you guys serve?
All of San Diego County.
Okay, great. And I know this is going to be a question that a lot of people probably ask you. Are your caregivers licensed? Are they vaccinated?
So all of our caregivers, first of all, they come to us with prior experience. That's number one. And they do have to be registered with the state of California as a home care assistant. And then they are our employees, which means that we take care of everything else. We make sure that they have a live background check. That's a criminal background check. And then also TB tests, things like that. And then, of course, we take care of all the liability issues, the insurances, payroll, all of that. And that sets us apart from, for instance, hiring a private caregiver. You don't want to have to be the employer.
Right, no, definitely not. So if I were looking for home care for one of my parents, if I was sitting with you as a potential client, what would you tell me I should be looking for in a home care company? What would you tell me I should be just looking at in general?
Well, I think the most important thing is knowing what your parents' needs are and what you want to be clear on. For instance, with Golden Care, I'm a client care manager. So I oversee everything about the case. And then we have staffing managers who oversee the scheduling of the case. That's important to know. Is there a client care manager? Is there going to be an individual handling your case and every aspect of it? Because frequently the care plan that I develop along with the client is updated depending on how their needs change. So that I think that part is very important to know. Or is it an agency that simply is just sending out caregivers with no management?
Got it. Okay, that's wonderful information. So if people, obviously we have your website here, if people want to get a hold of you and your company, how can they find you?
Well, it's pretty simple because we are available 24/7. So 760-828-5201 is the easiest way. And again, that's 24/7 basically. And then, of course, you can always reply on our website. There's a way to fill out a web form that we get immediately, and then myself or our other client care manager, Darlene Weber, will get in touch with you via email or phone.
Great.
Or phone.
Wonderful. And the web address for the audience is?
www.getgoldencare.com.
Fantastic. Thank you. I appreciate it.
Thank you. Really appreciate it.